Us on the set is Tony Banuelos. It's an interesting story here that Tony has, because we had you on the news just last week, Tony, last Thursday, when you have your restaurant, Jake's Roadhouse. It's a kind of a legendary place where a lot of people love to go and have their eggs. But the price of eggs was the reason why we had you on, because you said the prices had been up so much that your business was being challenged.
Yes, it's incredible, because from paying $550 a week on eggs, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, it's been $3,000.
Yeah, so that's astronomical, the increase. But so the story then continues. This was as of last Thursday, but that seems like ancient history now, because now we have endured this incredible fire. Your restaurant is in Monrovia, and it is fine.
Yes.
But you lost your home in Altadena.
Yes, my house was burned down to the bottom, to the ground.
So you have gone from one crisis to an even bigger crisis right now. Thank you for coming in and talking to us about what your experience has been. But first, give us the details. How did this transpire? Were you at your home? Did you have to evacuate? When did you find out you lost it?
We lost power. So my son lives in Monrovia, so we decided to go to Monrovia for the night and come back the next day to our house. We didn't think nothing, so we didn't take nothing. We didn't take nothing, only what we were wearing. And
we're seeing photos of your home right now.
This
is your house?
That's my house. That's my house, my wife's car.
Oh, the fire is burning right there.
Yeah.
And how long did you live here?
30 years.
30 years.
30 years.
Oh, so you left just because you thought it was a power outage.
Yes.
You never thought for a moment you weren't going to be returning.
I had no clue.
Oh, are you staying with your son now?
Yes, and it was really sad, because we tried to come back in the morning, we couldn't get through.
So I want to walk through what your experience was like. When did you start finding out your home was in danger, and what were you thinking?
We didn't start finding out till 5 o'clock in the morning, when people were calling us and asking us if we were okay, and we didn't know why they were calling, because we had no idea that it was
that bad,
burning.
Yeah,
because we were not watching the TV, so there was nothing. Yeah. Because in Monrovia they lost power, so we didn't have
television.
You didn't have.
Yeah.
So and to explain to our viewers, the fire in your area in Altadena didn't break out until about 6:30 at night, and then when it broke out, it moved so quickly. It was very difficult for people to react to, but all day long it was the Palisades fire that we were talking about.
Exactly. So we didn't think nothing of it.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
Your restaurant still is standing, thank goodness. Does that stay open as you deal with this, or how do you handle the two?
Well, for Tuesday night we lost power in Monrovia, so the restaurant was closed. Wednesday we had no power, so the restaurant was closed all day. And finally today we open, and hopefully we can stay open.
Have you been serving people today?
We've been serving people today. I started working at 4 o'clock in the morning and getting ready to start my life over.
So let's talk about starting your life over. We know a lot of conversations are happening. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
We know a lot of conversations are happening about, are you going to rebuild? Are you going to move back? It's a family conversation.
You know, it's something that I haven't processed yet. Because sometimes I still think it's a nightmare. It's pretty sad, because I have always found a way to survive with the pandemic, and anything we found how to do it. But this is something that you cannot imagine going through. I couldn't imagine anything like this.
Yeah, life is tough. It's a tough fight.
It's really hard. But I'm glad my grandkids, my whole family, all of us are fine. My dad, my mom, my sisters, but all of us are alive.
Yeah.
So I think we can get back and start all over again, somehow.
Well, hopefully folks are going to be flocking to Jake's Roadhouse and support you, help you out. This is a difficult question to ask, and maybe it's a little bit too personal, but did you have fire insurance? Because I know a lot of people are losing their fire insurance. They're getting cut off by insurance companies.
Honestly, I had my sister help me with a fire claim yesterday, and I have not even asked if I was covered or not.
Yeah.
That was yesterday. That was the last thing on my mind. I couldn't even focus on that. I wanted to make sure that all of the family was good, and then I could open the restaurant the next day so I can.
Right.
Until today, when my son was driving me here, we're talking about the insurance, but I don't even know yet.
Yeah.
There's a lot to the insurance,
Well, it is
declaration, and you have so many things that when you're going through insurance, you know what it's like. It's like, okay, you're going to have this much and this much and this much, but
You don't want to think about it
you
either.
don't want to think
It's
about it.
funny,
And you've had your home for 30 years. You probably
Yes.
have not really looked at your insurance for 30 years.
Because
You
I
stay-
had no need to.
Right.
Yeah. Well, okay, Tony Banuelos, I'm glad you have your son Antonio here, who's with us in the studio. Thank you for coming out and talking to us today.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
We're going to do some follow-ups with you, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing your life with us. And,
Thank you.
And then it's Jake's Roadhouse in Monrovia. Jake's Roadhouse. Hopefully the price of eggs do go down, and hopefully you serve millions of
And
them.
hopefully I get a lot of new customers
Yeah.
to help out.
Wow.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.